You know, there are some people, when they enter a room, you can feel it. Have you felt something already? The next person who's going to speak is just one of those guys. He comes into a room and you can feel that he's there. I knew he was here. He was a little late, but I knew he was here even before I saw him. Our next guest, our honored guest, who is here tonight, is a giant of Israeli diplomacy, an expert spokesperson and advocate for the state of Israel, an expert in media who devotes his career to helping the state of Israel. He also runs in nice social circles because he and I seem to bump into each other on a somewhat regular basis. It is my honor to introduce Consul General Ambassador Ido Aharoni.
Dan, for this amazing introduction. You know what a smart person does after such an introduction? You have to retire. It doesn't get any better than this. Last time I saw him was during the NBA All-Star Weekend, and tonight is a very special night for our countryman David Blatt, who was one game from making it to Game 7. Who knows? I'm not sure we'll be missing a big parade in Cleveland tonight, but let's all pray for the success of our countryman. The most successful sportsman in Israel's history is David Blatt. We should all cheer for David Blatt. I see Dan's proud parents here in the audience, dear friends of mine. I see my dear friend Dudu Fisher is here. You should know I just came back from St. Louis, Missouri. Dudu Fisher is a big star all over the world. But you should hear what people say about him in Missouri. They love him. He is the most popular Israeli in Branson, Missouri. It's a serious thing. He really is a big star there. It's always a pleasure to share the podium with Dr. Ehud Davidson. Thank you so much for your beautiful words. And of course, congratulations to our honorees tonight. I know that Brigadier General Daniel Gold is not here, but Amit Frankel is here, and Rabbi Greenberg are here. Congratulations, and of course, one last word of greetings to my dear friend Carolyn and Shlomo Friedferdig and Mira and Ken Abramowitz. Thank you for your leadership. You know, they tell the story of this guy who developed this obsession with the number 8 because he was born on August 8th. And everything this person did in his life had something to do with the number 8. So he married his 8th girlfriend, and then they rented a place on 888 8th Avenue on the 8th floor, apartment 8. And he wanted to have 8 children and so on. You get the point. So one day, he decided to go to the races. As he's getting there, he sees that on the board, much to his amazement, in lane number 8, there is a horse racing by the name of Numero Ocho. He says to himself, that's my lucky day. He's waiting patiently until it's 8 minutes to 8. Then he goes to ticket window number 8 and he bets his entire life savings, $888,000 on Numero Ocho. And sure enough, the horse finished 8th. Now, why am I telling you this story? I know it's an amusing story, but actually, I think that we're all here tonight because we want to break this old familiar pattern. You see, sometimes you need to recognize that the world is changing, the reality is changing. And Israel, that was known in the world and was perceived by many only in context of its dispute with its neighbors, has today become a real light unto the nations. We are today the #1 producer of conceptual products in the world. Israel is a world leader in research, medical research and other. Israel is the country that is producing technology that is making the world a better place every day, changing lives and improving lives every day. And for many, many years, we were like this person who had this obsession with the number 8, trying to do the same thing time and again and expect different results. I think that what we're doing here tonight is a great thing. engaging in a broader conversation about Israel, communicating to the world the real Israel, the Israel that is making a huge difference in this world day in and day out. The State of Israel was founded in 1948 when David Ben-Gurion made his proclamation of Israel's independence. You should know that he viewed as the number one threat to Israel's existence, not necessarily the Arab aggression, but it was actually lack of water. And today in 2015, we are on the verge of independence and self-sufficiency when it comes to water production. It's a testament to Israel's ability. Today, my friends, the State of Israel, we are 8.4 million people strong. But by the year 2050, we are projected to have nearly 18 million people. Where do you think they're all going to live? They're not going to move to Tel Aviv or even Rishon LeZion. They will find their home in the Negev. So if today Soroka is one of the largest hospitals and health providers in Israel, there's no question in my mind that by the year 2030 or 2040, and certainly by 2050, it will be the largest Israeli hospital, and if not the largest health provider in the country, simply because that's where the majority of Israeli population will have to live. And the Israeli government is already planning this day. The decision, as Professor Davidson noted correctly, to move all the IDF training bases to the Negev, the decision to establish in Beersheba the world's capital of cybersecurity. It's already happening. Believe me, those startup companies based in the Negev are changing the industry of cybersecurity. Every person in the banking industry will tell you that. And of course, the fact that there is a master plan to create more and more towns and cities in the Negev to meet that huge demand that is expected in years to come. So my friends, what you're doing here tonight is no less than a pioneering work of preparing the foundation for what is going to be the #1 medical center in the Middle East. So on behalf of the Israeli government, thank you all for doing this. Thank you all for being here tonight, and God bless you.